So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our video of Ketu in the seventh house of your Dashamsha chart. Um, I'm just trying to keep myself busy. So, the more work I have, the more I'm busy I am. I feel good because then, your mind is not empty and it's not dwelling into things, that are upsetting to the heart, upsetting to the consciousness. So yeah, I mean, doing this videos, doing readings, it has kept me, going. So yeah, I would love more readings. So as you know, my sister passed away today. So, but the thing is, I thought that what, I shouldn't work at all for the next 2 3 years. But then I realized that if I don't work, then you're just going deep into emotions because your mind doesn't want to think about anything else but that. But when I work, when I do readings, when I'm thinking about the video, I feel like myself. So I like it. That's why I'm making the video. So Ketu in the seventh house of your Dashamsha chart. Okay. So as you know, Dashamsha chart is a divisional chart in Vedic astrology related to your obligation to society, related to your objectivity in work, and all that. It kind of shows all the intricacies of your work. So 7,000 Dasamsha, first of all, it represents Pat Prapti, meaning the gain of status. Because seventh house is 10th from the 10th. So it represents the gain of career. It's like the highest, form of career. And so now you have Ketu. And Ketu, first of all, just like Rahu represents beginnings, Ketu represents endings. Ketu represents something that has been finished from the past, but it is still not finished. You see, Ketu represents something which is finished. You have already done it, but it's still, you need to finish it. What does that mean? Meaning, you finished something in past life, but there's still that resonance of desire. For example, let's say somebody who was in the film industry and they loved the fame, they got all the fame, they got all the notoriety in their life, but it's just that they weren't finished with that hunger. They're like, I love this. Even at their last breath, they're like, how do I get fame? So what happens is that resonance carries on. And so you can see, especially in the Samsha, what is it that the person is wanting to finish, yet still they completed that. They are satisfied with it, but still there's that 10% of hunger left. So in seventh house, you see that a person has this desire to be appreciated by other people, to be respected by other people, to be glorified by other people. And then what happens is, usually this person has to face a lot of animosity in terms of dealing with other people, dealing with the masses. Things when they come, and this is what the universe is always trying to tell you, that listen, you finished this. Why are you going after this? I'm trying to help you here. Like, universe is kind of like a natural psychologist. Universe says, no, 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 no. You've already finished this. Stop going after this. And if you don't learn, well, I'm going to teach you, so you don't hurt yourself more. And so you will see with Ketu in the seventh that a person has a very sharp reputation. People either completely dislike and hate this person, or they absolutely feel connected to this person. And the back and forth of that can drive this individual a little crazy. Like, how is it that I win the hearts of people who hate me the most? And that stings them a lot. But it's simply that if you listen quietly, sit quietly, the universe tells you that, listen, forget about going after other people, you know, trying to attain fame. You focus on yourself, you focus on your career, you do what the task is at hand. Because directly opposite to Ketu is Rahu is in the ascendant of the Dashamsha. And this is the crux of the issue. Because on one hand, Rahu also wants fame. Rahu wants recognition. But on the other, Rahu says, focus on the work that is at hand. But at the same time, you want that fame, right? And then seventh house represents partnerships, business partnerships, work partnerships. And this is where, because Ketu represents cutting and sharp objects that poke. So in business, they have the hardest time trying to have a cordial relationship with their partner. Because remember, partnership in business is like a marriage. You guys are going to bicker, you guys are going to fight, then you guys are going to make up and kiss. So here Ketu, unless it's being aspected by Jupiter or Venus, not with Jupiter or Venus, because especially with Jupiter and Ketu are together in the 7,000 Dashamsha, it'll make a person very stubborn. Where actually I would be concerned about the partner more than this individual. But if the aspect is there from the trine, from the 1-7 relationship, then you can see that this person will be actually having a past life unfinished business related to partnership. Otherwise, if Ketu's alone without aspects or malefics, they say, no, you've finished, you're done with partnerships. Stop going after that. Go towards, focusing on yourself and doing things by yourself. You've relied too much on other people, too much on support of other people. You're not learning your lesson. You got to learn your lesson of how to do things on your own. So this is the difference that happens with that benefic malefic aspects. And also it shows that a person will desire. See, Rahu Ketu 1-7 axis is a natural given indication that a person either will end up in foreign lands or will have a strong desire to be far away from their locality of work. But one thing you will see is that when it comes to negotiating contracts, when it comes to dealing with contracts, this actually person becomes the best individual. So for example, if this person is a lawyer and you hire this person to negotiate for you and look at the contract for you, make sure you get the best deal, you'll get the best deal with Ketu in the 7th and the Dashamsha. Because instead of them being in partnership with you, they will use their past life resonance and memory to make sure that just like they may have gotten screwed in the contract in past life, they save you from that same mistake. This is how the shifting happens with Ketu. And also, once you will notice that once this person received recognition and fame, they're done with it. For example, if this person is a scientist, they're desiring to be on TV, online. They want to be in documentary. They're like, I gotta be out there talking about what I've discovered. And once that happens, that's it. They're like, this is not what I expected. It's better for me to just be away from limelight. They just won't relate to it. They'll go after it. It's like once they reach the finish line, it's like, that's it, they're done. Why? Because Ketu is the endings of things, finishing of things. So once you reach that 7th house things of partnership, mass fame, getting to the higher echelons of society, you'll be like, that's it. I don't want this. 100% you will see this happen. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Ketu in the 7th house of your Dashamsha. Uh, as always, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss this type of videos. And want consultations, my books, reports, or join my Vastu course, Nakshatra course, all those things, check out the links here with Magha Vedic Astrology Academy and KRSastrology.com, so I can just keep myself busy right now, especially. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye bye.